ready to have an incredible evening? All right, my name is Jim G. Chong. I'm the event host, and we want to first off start by some incredible things here. First off, does everyone know the name of this place? This is called the... All right, some people mumble this. Twin Rocks. No, some of you are right. Twin Rocks Estate Winery, okay? All of us together here. 3, 2, 1. Twin Rocks Estate Winery. All right, let's give all the staff an incredible round of applause, and the cooks, men, the operator as well. Well, we have an incredible show for you tonight. We want to let you know if you like the food, then Thursday night they have a special 5-course meal, twin pairings with wine, and you know where the wine comes from. The wine comes from Twin Rocks Estate Winery. All right, good. And so if you want to enroll for that on Thursday, 5-course meal, pairings, you can go to trwinery.com. So there's a lot of great things that we are going to have happen here tonight. You guys look like a good crowd, and this place is a place called Granite Bay. Okay, I live in a little town, a port town called Rockland down below, the city below, in case you haven't noticed or what's out there. But we're very excited to present comedy, and I want to let you know, first off, I want to thank the winery itself, but I have a nonprofit that I'm a part of called Center Stage International. The winery actually contributed to it, and we were able to raise multiple $1,000s for cancer, for also just multicultural, ethnic, bring people together, that's what we call it. And also for stroke, so we gave just a few different causes. I want to thank personally Twin Rocks Estate Winery to giving to Center Stage International. Let's give the whole establishment a big round of applause for that. And, wine just makes everybody happier. If you want to order, make sure you raise your hand and the servers will come around. Again, if you want to come in the wine club, please just talk to one of the servers here. All right, so we are citywide events production, and tonight we also have a karaoke portion. That's in itself very entertaining. But tonight we're all about comedy. We are citywide comedy, and I'm telling you, the guy that I'm going to introduce, first off, he's an incredible massage therapist. How many of you know this gentleman? Don't. I'm not going to say his name yet. All right, you guys know him? All right? But I want to give an incredible round of applause to somebody I respect who runs all of our comedy, very funny, pulls together the comedians. And I want to give a big, warm welcome to the stage to Bassil, also AKA the best massage therapist in the area. That's what I heard. All right, thank you.
Give it up for Jim! How you guys doing tonight? All right. You know, when I put a show together, I bring the best comedians out there. And since they were not available tonight, they're stuck with the ones we have. But honestly, you're here, we're here, the staff is working hard, the food is served, the wine is flowing, despite the government shutdown. Yeah. But some of the comedians, honestly, they drove all the way from the Bay Area, from Brownsville. Yeah, it's a long, with gas prices. Yeah, I was at the gas station yesterday. The guy in front of me goes, $2 on pump 2. I'm like, where are you going? Pump 6? My wife called me, she said, honey, fill up my gas tank. I said, baby, I can't afford it. Instead, I'm going to get you a Frenchie Bulldog and a Louis Vuitton bag. Yeah. For Mother's Day, I gave her the most expensive gift I've ever given her, a tank full of gas. She cried. She said, honey, I'm going to cherish this for the next 150 miles. But I found really cheap gas right around the corner. Yeah, Taco Bell, $1.39. Thank you. Yo quiero Taco Bell, yeah. And then, thank God it's not raining. It looks like it might be raining, but it's been raining a lot lately, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it's been raining so much, I no longer have a dry sense of humor. That's okay, we're trying. Yeah. It's been raining so much, my wet dream had a flash flood warning. And then, of course, you live in PG&E land, they cut off the power. 13 hours, no internet, no TV, cold showers. It was bad. It was so bad that Ukraine was sending me relief. Oh. Did I lose you already? Some of the current stuff here, the NBA, have you guys heard of the NBA scandal? Yeah? Yeah? So apparently some of the teams are throwing games intentionally for betting and gambling. Yeah. The FBI concluded their investigation of the Sacramento Kings. They said no, they weren't. They just suck. And seriously, I knew 2 years ago that the NBA was in bed with the mafia. Because I was watching an NBA game on TV, and the 24-second shot clock was replaced by an Italian guy yelling, "Bada bing, bada boom." All right. I see what kind of crowd you are. You know, honestly, November is one of my favorite months of the year. True story. Because first, Thanksgiving. I hope you all have a good Thanksgiving in 2 weeks. So, I hope you have fun plans and be with your family. But also last year, exactly to the day, I had total knee replacement surgery. Anybody had total knee replacement? Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. You joined the club, yeah. And I remember I was at the consultation with the doctor with my wife, and he goes, "You know what, Bassil, we're gonna take the bone out, we're gonna put titanium, and it's gonna last you 15 years. My wife jumps from her seat and she goes, she goes, "Doctor, if there's any titanium left, would you please put it in his weenie?" And I'm not asking for 15 years. She said, "Just 3 minutes." And the doctor gave me 30 Norcos. 30. I don't take this stuff. First week I took 5, and then I said, "You know what? No, I'm not doing this." Now, most comedians after the show sell merch. I don't have to finish, right? And November also is the salmon run. Anybody been to the salmon run? Have you guys taken the kids? Yeah, it's fun, huh? Yeah, salmon run. If you don't know what the salmon run is, it's basically millions of salmon swim thousands of miles against the tide just to be with their mate so they can spawn. Yeah, I know. And then once they spawn, they die. Yeah. Isn't that sad? Yeah. But I did my own research. Turned out that's not true. Only 50% of the salmon, after they spawn, they die. The other 50% pretend to be dead. Because they don't want to cuddle afterwards. And then the last 10%, their mate takes one look at them and says, "Not tonight, I have a headache." But the real reason why I love November is because in November 30th, I got married. Yeah. I've been married for 31 years. No. Don't get too excited. It's not in a row. But I think I have enough experience to give marital advice. I think I can. How many people have been married here for 10 years? Nice. How about 20? 30? Wow. 40? 50? Wow, 50 years for the couple. Congratulations. What's your name? Susan and Frederick. Well, first I found out that the number one reason why people get a divorce is because they get married first. And the secret to a long-lasting marriage is twice a week, go to an exclusive restaurant. She goes on Tuesdays, he goes on Thursdays. And Susan and Frederick, it takes two people to make a marriage successful. It takes you, Frederick, and it takes you, Susan. And it also takes two people to ruin a marriage. It takes you, Frederick, and your mother. But I'm happily married. It's coming up on 7 years. But I do miss my walk-in closet. When I was single, I had the whole closet to myself. Now I have a little corner, and my wife has the rest. Sometimes I wish my wife was gay and she would just come out of the closet. Now, what do you do, Susan? What kind of nursing? Pediatric. Oh, like little children. Oh, yeah. So what happened? You didn't finish school? You just got to the part of the children part and stopped? Yeah. What else? You trauma? Oh. Prison. Oh, wow. Save the trauma for your mama. But I actually did a show at prison. Yeah, and the nurse was telling me, you can attest to this if it's true. The nurse was telling me that sometimes the visitors smuggle drugs, cell phones up their rectum to give to the prisoners. Is that true? Yeah. For cell phones, huh? You have to make 2 trips, one for the phone and one for the charger. That's what I call a smart-ass phone. What else? Anything else? Labor and delivery. I hear that the labor and delivery is really, you guys have a lot of shortage of it. Huh? Yeah. So I'm not a hospital director, but why don't you just use DoorDash for delivery? All right. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it gets only better from here. All right. My name is Bassil. I'm your host tonight. Like I said, we have honestly a 10-pound bag. We're trying to fill a 5-pound bag. So I'm going to introduce my next comedian. Amazing guy, really funny guy. Drove all the way from the Bay Area. Please give it up for Mr. Charlie Sping. As soon as he finds his way.
Hey, ladies and gays. My jokes are up here. They are. One more time for Bassil, everybody. We had a massage therapist open the show, which is strange, because usually we hold him for the happy ending. That's what we do. I was afraid that joke might rub you the wrong way. But you can probably tell from my swagger, I'm not from around here. I'm from them streets. Yeah, I'm from Oakland. Anybody heard of it? All right, let me get geographically specific. I'm from East Oakland. I'm from far East Oakland. Walnut Creek, baby, all day. Apple Store all day. Pete's Coffee every day. Free validated parking only on Sunday. Check it out, it's a great deal. Walnut Creek. It's a country club with a BART station. That's all it is. But we have some Walnut Creeks. But contrary to popular pigmentation, I'm a minority in Walnut Creek because I don't have any money. That's right. Unlike my fellow Caucasian brethren that shop at Macy's, Kohl's, Mervyn's, California. Rest in peace. That's right, we remember Mervyn's! Yeah, pour out some fancy sparkling water from Mervyn's right now. I get my shop on at the Dollar Tree. Any Dollar Tree shoppers in here? Yeah, all right. saving like Jesus. Do you think the workers at the Dollar Tree get an employee discount? They have a 401k with 98 cents. No interest at all. But while I'm not in that financial bracket, I do have the Walnut Creek prerequisites. I'm a white man with an Asian wife. That's right, I'll break it down. My wife is actually a biracial angel. She's half Filipino. Thank you. And half Caucasian. So she's half Manila, half vanilla. It's a good mix. It's a tasty treat. Now her white side is Italiano, like a good gelato. But I kind of wish it was Czechoslovakian. Because then she'd be Chex Mix. That's just delicious. Take that on a hike. I would. But any comedian will tell you that comedy is about tragedy. Plus times let me share a personal tragedy with you guys. Early on in COVID, my beloved wife was diagnosed with Filipino breast cancer. Yeah. I was feeling her breast, and there's a lumpia. We got it removed, served it with rice, it was delicious. Now, I don't mean to play the rice card, but as a white man, I think that white rice is a little bit tastier than brown. No offense. Really? I was worried that would make me a racist. I don't know. Worried about racism. Just going against the grain. Hey, it's a white rice show. Don't get steamed. Thank you. But I've been doing the comedy. You can probably tell from the gray hair. I've been doing this 20 years now. Yeah. And I headlined Las Vegas for the first time this February. Thank you. But that was not the big life accomplishment. At the end of my first set, I, Charlie Spink, autographed a boob. Yes. I was handed a Sharpie. I bit off the cap. I spit it askew, like chewing tobacco from an 80s baseball player. And in my best third grade cursive, signed my name. All over some tender titty flesh. And let me tell you, that guy was a real sweetheart. He's a really nice guy. His name was Rick, he was from Orlando. So I've been telling that joke for about 2 years now, right? It was based on a true story. The last show I did with our headliner, Steve, tonight, I think it was in Truckee. After the show, 2 gentlemen came up to me and had me autograph their boobs. I have autographed 9 boobs in the last 18 months. That is 4.5 racks. And if I would have known that when I wrote the joke, I would have been very specific. Lady boobs now. But being from the Bay Area, we love pride in the Bay Area. We have a lot of pride in pride. Sometimes I feel like we maybe have too much pride in pride. I know last weekend in Berkeley for brunch, I had an LGBLT. That's a sandwich that identifies as a salad. That's what that is. See right there. I had a couple of them. You saw the moves. This is Magic Mike Triple XL. The open mic. And my dancer name was Channing Tatum. There. But this is the problem with an LGBLT. If you consume a transsexual salad, eventually you're going to have to poop that thing out. Which bathroom do you use? I don't even know. Being from Oakland, I need somebody to tell me where to go. 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 Don't. Ooh, got some 41 right there on my backside. I did. But I joke about the Oakland, I joke about the Walnut Creek. Anybody who's truly from the Bay Area knows the most dangerous city in the Bay. Richmond, California. That's right. Richmond, California is the only city in the Bay Area that was named sarcastically. Rich. That's rich. Not very wealthy. But, true story, I got my worst hiking experience ever in Richmond. I was on stage much like this, dancing, doing my thing, and a gentleman about 12 to 18 feet back heckled me violently by throwing at the stage, by chucking at the stage, by tossing towards the stage a catalytic converter. I had a Neo from the Matrix moment. I was like, and I was scared, you guys. I was scared. Until I realized that was my catalytic converter. So I realized you give to the community, they give right back. That's how that works. I am married. Sorry, ladies. But I do bust my stamp in San Francisco, so sorry, fellas. Hey. I know my market is south of market. I make loins tender in the tenderloin, is what I'm saying. And I don't date because my wife would find out, but I don't think I could date because these kids, young people, just like this table, have ruined the art of dating, the art of courtship with this phrase, Netflix and chill. Have you heard this phrase? Yeah. So a gentleman won't say, I'd like to take you on a romantic rendezvous. They just text, hey girl. All caps. No respect for grammar. Let's Netflix and chill. Eggplant emoji. I'm not a vegan. I don't know what this eggplant means. But even in my swinging single days, I would never have time to Netflix and chill. Oh no. I would DiGiorno and porno. That is a cheap, convenient way to take do-it-yourself to the next level. It is. Now get the laughs back there. That's great. This side of the room, you guys are not laughing at my DiGiorno joke. So I have to know, was it my delivery? It's not delivery to DiGiorno joke, I'm sorry. That was cheesy. Extra cheesy if you look hot, Ray, so I gave you a slice. I did. But not to brag, I know some people know me through the stand-up. Other people may know me through last year. I was cast for my first nationwide television commercial. Yes, thank you. I was cast as the star, as the lead, as the love interest in a dandruff shampoo ad. For legal reasons, I can't tell you which company it was for. But let's just say that they were head and shoulders above the competition. Now I feel every set of eyeballs in here just staring at my luscious salt and pepper scalp. Thinking, when are we going to see this bad boy on the small screen? Sadly, you won't. Because the night before the dandruff shampoo commercial shoot, I got so drunk, you guys, that I didn't show up. I flaked. I'm sorry, was that too dry? I feel like that was too dry. If you don't like it, brush it off. That's fine, that's fine. But as aforementioned, my wife is Filipino, but even before I met my lovely bride, I always had a little thing for Asian women. It's called my penis. That joke just fits. It does, it fits perfectly. Fits like a glove. Like a lady-sized glove, but a glove nonetheless. So Bassil mentioned November. It's mainly a holiday for the young people. Was anybody here familiar with the term No Nut November? People with nut allergies. No? Okay. We'll go in on this. So No Nut November is a challenge where mostly gentlemen will try to go an entire month without nuts. And I want to partake this year. So November 1st, I made a resolution. I was going to participate in No Nut November. And I made it to November 3rd. And after 72 hours, I ate a pistachio. And it was so good that I came. I'm sorry. Too soon? I feel like that was too soon. It's usually the complaints. I have 2 little boys that I know of. And I know for a fact that my older son is going to be a better comedian than me, because he's already a great comedy critic. I told my oldest son my newest joke. And he said, Daddy, jokes like that are why you're not famous. That hurt. So I told him, son, honesty like that is why your brother is my favorite. He knows you don't bite the hand that feeds you PlayStations. You don't do it, you don't do it. But I went to the Catholic school. Any Catholic school kids in here? Wow. 4 very guilty hands. Okay, I like that. Well, we have an amazing tradition in my family. Our tradition is that the grandfather pays for the grandsons to go to Catholic school. So I went to Catholic school. My grandfather paid for it. My sons go to Catholic school. My dad's paid for it. And I am raising my sons to be gay. Trying to save $1 any way that I can. But my wife and I celebrated 15 years last year. It's our 15th anniversary. And thank you. 1 clap. 3, 4, 5, okay. Do I hear 7 claps? No. 15 years. And we celebrated by going to see her favorite artist live in concert. We went to go see Alanis Morissette. Live. Thank you. Nothing more romantic than watching the writer-performer of the most vicious breakup song in history. Yeah, you want to know what I'm talking about. You want to know. But I paid all this money. I spent a whole paycheck to see Alanis Morissette, the Queen of Comedy, the Queen of Canada. I paid to see her sing, and I lost my voice. Isn't that ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain! It is. But fun Filipino trivia for you guys, I forgot to mention this earlier. Can anybody here tell me the official language of the Philippines? Tagalongs? No. Great Girl Scout cookies, not Tagalongs. Tagalog? Close. Karaoke. Karaoke is the official language of the Philippine Islands. You can look this up online, you can Google it. The first 3 lines of the Filipino Constitution are, just a small town girl, living in a lonely world. She took a midnight train going anywhere. Good, I was about to stop believing in you guys. But now I believe it, now I am. Now, I don't think I mentioned, I actually grew up in Texas. I grew up in Fort Worth. And then I moved to the Bay Area. Big culture shock. Because in Texas, we didn't even know that gay people existed. Like religiously, we were gaytheists. And then I moved to San Francisco and I met so many friendly homos like yourself, sir. I met so many. Just kidding, you're the pretty lady. That I converted. I am now no longer a gaytheist. I'm more of a fat Gnostic. Give me a couple drinks, I have my doubts, I do. Well, I'm going to leave you guys with a couple of my favorite impressions. Somebody's done impressions tonight, right, Bassil? You doing it? Yeah, alright, so I'm under the impression you might want to hear some. I'm feeling a strong philosophical vibe in here. Lots of PhDs. This is my impression. Liberal arts degrees? Alright, over here. And this is my impression, you're going to love this. This is my impression of Socrates. Hey, you guys will play some soccer? Just kidding. Socrates, right? I'm sorry, that one was foul. That one I could get a yellow card or a red card, or for people who watch soccer, a green card. Oh, sorry. All of my Latino jokes are borderline. That's what they're borderline. Shouldn't have crossed that line. Ice, baby. And this one's also very fun. This is my impression for all the animal lovers of a chicken having an epiphany. But, I guess that's why I crossed the road. Service Day just passed. Do we have any people in here who have served? Any vets? 1, thank you, sir. 2, thank you for your service. 3, all right, there we go. See, any Marines in the house? Any Marines? All right, there we go. Well, I myself served at Applebee's. 4 years of college. But no, honestly, I am a United States Marine Corps spouse. I did. When I met my wife, she was still in the service. And we got pregnant after 6 weeks of dating. And many people asked me around that time, Charlie, how did you get a Marine pregnant so quickly? It's quite simple. I went in hoorah. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we got deep in the trenches. We got a couple soldiers. We did. But just bring everything full circle. I was dishonorably discharged from Applebee's because I got fired on the 4th of July. It's really happened. So, being from San Francisco Giants fan, this is important to the story. I was working at Applebee's 4th of July, morning shift, and this couple comes in, and they're wearing United States Marine Corps caps and Dodger jerseys. Yeah. And they asked to be seated at a booth. So I sat them at the booth right under the Arctic cold of the air conditioner. And I saw them shake and shiver. 5-10 minutes go by, and the gentleman used every ounce of energy left in his wrinkly arm and raised his hand and said, "Son, can you please move us to another booth?" I said, "I am sorry, sir. I am not here to assist draft dodgers." He was dodging the draft. It was drafty room. Much like the reception to that joke, love it. No, but I can brag. I was raised with a mother and a father, the complete set. And I had a lovely upbringing. I'd come home from school every day, mom and dad would be there. And I'd just kick open that door and say something sweet. Like, "Bitch, make me a sandwich." And my mom would say, "Charlie, don't talk to your father that way." No, but my dad is a sweet man. He's been supportive adjacent for most of my life. He knows I have a good day job. I work for Caltrans. Hold your applause. Thank you. And as a representative of Caltrans, I'd like to say that if you were on time for work yesterday, we'll try harder on Monday. No, but I've never really joked about working for Caltrans on stage because if Dave Chappelle has taught me anything, it's that you can't joke about trans issues at all. You can't, because that's the thing you learn about Caltrans, is some people are born with a cone. And some people are born with a pothole. And some people who are born with a pothole think that they should be treated like they're born with a cone. And in the end, we're all under construction and we should stay in our own lane. As political as we're gonna get. Speaking of broken elevator hot button issues, I'll go into this. I don't believe in unisex bathrooms. Yeah, thank you. Just because you have sex with a unicorn does not mean you get your own restroom. That's not biology, that is mythology, and I do not believe in it. I don't. I do not. And the other hot button issue that I'd like to say something about, it's called babies, nursing, nursing babies. I don't believe in that either. I don't think that babies should be nurses. I think you should be fully grown to take care of sick people. Take that, Big Pharma. No, my sister just had her 3rd baby, so I've been writing a lot of breastfeeding jokes. And I wrote a really great breastfeeding joke, but I feel awkward doing it in public. No, I feel like if they latch on, I can just milk it for all it's worth. It's the healthiest thing in the world, it is. But I'll leave you guys with this. It's an impression, 2-part impression, my favorite musician. This is an impression, I'll start off, an owl impersonating the late great king of pop, Michael Jackson. Woo! Right? It's subtle, but then I kick it up a notch. This is my impression of Michael Jackson impersonating an owl. Hey, you guys, I'm a bird in a tree. I'm like super nocturnal. You're probably asking yourself the question, it's why? I tell them it's nocturnal nature, why? Do I sleep in the day? No. I'm here. Rest in peace to the king of pop, Michael Jackson, and the owl from the Tootsie Roll Center of the Tootsie Pop commercial. He's in there somewhere too. You guys have been absolutely beautiful. Thank you for your attention. Actually, I have one more. I'm going to leave you guys with my mantra. Beauty, much like semen, is often found in the eye of the beholder. And I hope that you've all come to see a great night of comedy. I've been Charlie, you have an audience every night.
One more time for Charlie Spade! I hate to break it to you, Charlie, they're laying off a lot of Caltrans workers. Because they invented a shovel that can stand by itself without anybody leaning on it. We're gonna keep this show going. Are you ready for my next comedian? Ladies and gentlemen, this guy is money. He's at the Laughs Unlimited, at the Punchline. Very funny guy, all the way from Sacramento. Please give it up for Tristan Johnson!
They got me performing on half a bunk bed. Somebody didn't read the IKEA instructions. It won't be a lot of movement on this show. All the dancing that he was doing, y'all ain't gonna get that out of me. Amateur wrestling. We're gonna break these tables over one of y'all. Do a full Gallagher show. It's tearing stuff up. How y'all doing? Y'all came out to this and packed it up. You see, I didn't put a collar jacket on, you know. Like, what would I wear to a job fair? Okay. Might be looking for a new garbage man. Let me see. That's good. I'm Tristan Johnson. That's cool. Got my brother in the house. Hey, make sure we holding each other down. Those are my parents back there. They raised me. Before we leave the show, make sure they write me into the inheritance. I don't know them. We have to split it up. We have to have one person in the Rosa Parks seat, and then we have to have somebody back there. We wanted to balance it out, keep it fair. But I'm just so happy. Look, we together. This is how comedy is supposed to be. We're back. Yes. We're able to gather. Y'all know ago, we couldn't even be in a room like this. You know what I mean? That's why I'm so happy. If you here, you're supposed to be here. You get what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. And I'm so happy that the COVID thing is a little behind us because people was disrespectful when COVID was around. People acted like COVID was the only way you can die. You remember during COVID telling somebody else about somebody dying? You go up to somebody like, guess what? James died. Was it COVID? No, he owed people money. Well, you shouldn't have been doing that either. You gotta be safe out there. Everybody should pay everybody, man. That was a real test of our survival skills as Americans. They shut down this world in less than 6 hours. Everybody went out there and bought all the toilet paper. Like they was just gonna wipe it away. What's wrong with this country is 3-ply. That's what it is. Some people bought all that toilet paper. Toilet paper in the street was $80 a roll. I had to trade somebody 3 rolls of toilet paper to get my catalytic converter back. Like, you should have never took it off the car, man. And then, what about the annoying friends that was always reporting the news like we wasn't all getting the news? I was judging people by how they delivered the news. Somebody came to me and was like, Tristan, guess what? The news said we got to start washing our hands. I'm like, you just started washing your hands? You waited 2,020 years after Jesus to start washing your hands? Who was your parents? You just started washing your hands. I kicked somebody out on the freeway. I was like, you got it from here. That was a scary time. I wanted to make sure I was doing my part, you know. Some people were selfish. They told us to stay in the house. And I did it. I listened. I stayed in the house. My cousin, he didn't listen. He went out to East Oakland. And this is what we do in the Bay Area. He went out to East Oakland to a sideshow. Y'all know what a sideshow is? Yeah. Okay. White people, y'all got sideshows too, but y'all do it with monster trucks. Y'all take the biggest trucks and start doing donuts in the intersection. Well, we do in the Bay Area, we get the old school, the Chevelles. I can tell you had a Chevelle. They got the Mustangs, maybe a Maverick out there, a Falcon, a Ford Falcon. They get all the fast cars in the intersection and do donuts. My cousin took himself out there and got hit by a Toyota. Out of all those muscle cars, he got hit by a Toyota. Ended up going to the hospital with the coronavirus. Like, you could have just stayed home and sat down. Now, so that's why I'm so happy that comedy is back. I can see y'all. This is how comedy is supposed to be. Because y'all didn't know how to act on Zoom. Oh, those Zoom shows was horrible. Yeah. Some of y'all was going to doctor's appointments on Zoom and getting naked in front of the laptop. Like, what's this? I slept on it. Is it okay? Should I get closer? The doctor didn't want to see all that. You probably called the wrong person doing it. Some of y'all was going to church on Zoom, throwing all your money at the laptop. Like, ain't nothing too good for my Lord. This is for Jesus. When church was over, went and picked up your own money. You can't be God-given. But comedy is hard to do in your own household when your lifestyle is funnier than your jokes. It is harsh. The internet, when you put your life on the internet is cruel. The internet will notice something wrong about your life you didn't even know was wrong. I was telling my little jokes. You know somebody put in the comments, why do he got 2 nightstands next to the couch? I'm like, well, first of all, it's only a couch in the daytime, okay? It ain't always no couch. Matter of fact, since you're in my business at nighttime, it's a bed. But you can see Bassil using it as a stage right now. I gotta take this home with me. Oh, comedy was horrible on Zoom. I'm standing there by myself in my little studio apartment. Y'all on the other side of the screen doing laundry. I get to the punchline, you matching socks. It was domestic violence in window 23. I took the guy's side. I was like, he did tell her to shut up. Y'all might want to check on her. The phone is facing the fan. I'm a mandated reporter. I gotta check on that. But some of y'all really supported us. Y'all really got love for us artists, because this is the only way we make money is when we're able to gather. So I appreciate all y'all looking out for us, because just because no money was coming in don't mean people didn't want their bills paid. So thank you for the Venmos, the Cash Apps. That really got us through that time. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because everybody wanted their bills paid. Matter of fact, Rent-A-Center tried to come get my nightstands while I was before. I'm like, I'm trying to get your money if you just let me finish. They're gonna send the money. You taking it in front of my fans and stuff. Y'all didn't know what was going on. Y'all thought they was backup dancers. Like, you got a good little program going. The pandemic was harsh. I was in the house just eating up the storm. I was just gaining weight. I thought I'd never see y'all again. I ain't got nobody to look cute for. I was just in the house eating. I didn't gain so much weight in that pandemic. I ate so much, I ate myself back into Burlington's. Now, y'all might not have a Burlington's out here in Granite Bay, but y'all know there's a Burlington's in the rough neighborhoods. And nobody want to go to Burlington's. Burlington's don't look fun like the other clothing stores. Burlington's look like an abandoned grocery store. And they put the big and tall section way back in the freezer. My family don't want to go back there because there's no lights or nothing. Like, we don't get to see what we put on before we buy it. They think if we button it, we taking it home. Yeah, the thing about Burlington's that get mad, because once you get over 4X, everybody your size is wearing the same outfit. No matter where you go, we out here in the streets look like a big old police force. Like, I saw a guy wearing that 3 blocks away. They're onto us. We should split up. And the other part about Burlington's is they don't got none of the new hip clothes like the kids. You know, I want to dress cool in front of my nephews and stuff. They got none of the new hip clothes. They got all the played out stuff. You might see me out here with a 4X FUBU jersey. Some of y'all got black neighbors. You know that you had a FUBU jersey when you met her. Yeah, they got the old stuff. They got old clothes white people used to wear too. They got Bugle Boy jeans up there. You might get some Arizonas. I can tell in junior high you had some Bugle Boys. You had the cargo pants. I'll be having to wear Rockaware. Remember Rockaware? Yeah, Rockaware was in style, but now the kids don't even know who Jay-Z is no more. I have to explain to them. I'm like, no, this is Beyonce's husband. Yeah, he was a rapper. Yeah, pretty good. I'll be able to wear stuff we ain't even supposed to be wearing no more. I still have to wear Sean John. That's P. Diddy's clothing line. For y'all don't understand, wearing Sean John right now is inappropriate. Wearing Sean John right now is like wearing an Epstein jean outfit. With an island on the back, like, with a swing set on the island. You don't want to get caught wearing Sean John right there. And ladies, I don't support P. Diddy. I know some of y'all been watching the news. I do not. I was raised by my grandma and my auntie, so I respect women. And yes. I joke about a lot of stuff, but I do respect the safety of women. And I was upset just like you were when y'all saw the video. I was upset because I know I will never be able to wear a towel like that. Y'all saw him fighting in the towel? Y'all saw the they had the hotel footage. He was fighting in the towel. I was just looking at that video. I was like, he got the towel to wrap around him? I ain't never wrapped a towel around people. I didn't know towels go around people. He was able to fight in the towel. Now, I consider myself a tough street kid, but if you caught me in a towel, you won. Yeah, I can protect myself, but in the towel, you got it, man. Yeah, catch me when I ain't in the towel, man. But now I'm a new father, so you take that towel and let somebody give me some. Yeah, I'm a new father. Yes, I'm a new father. So I'm changing diapers now, and now I know you take that towel, get some safety pins. Yeah, you catch me in the towel, I'm gonna make a diaper out of it. I'll be a thuggy and a huggy. We can do this if it mean that much to you. I didn't know towels wrapped around people. The closest I ever got to wrapping a towel around me is when you pinch the two corners and you have one thigh out like Jessica Rabbit. Yeah, this whole thigh out. You see me in the towel, you gonna think I'm hitchhiking. You like, look at Trish trying to get up 80. Look at her. Had a towel wrapped around him. When I get out of the shower, I don't even think about wrapping the towel around me. I just hold it in front of me like a matador and try to run in the room before anybody see my goodies. Not my goodies. I'm saving this for my wife, y'all. I gotta lose this weight. I can still blame it on pandemic weight. See, y'all blame it on baby weight and y'all kids going to the prom. It's about to be grandbaby weight. Man. But I've been making it, like I said, I am a new father. Yes. Age 43, had my first Tristan Jr. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. It's life changing. That's what they say. The best hood to be from is fatherhood. You know? And yes, I'm super happy. This is what I prayed for. And when my wife told me she was pregnant, I was gonna get ready so I could be a super dad. I wanted to be the best dad ever. I wanted to get in shape. I started doing push-ups and bench pressing. You know, I wanted to get my chest right so my baby could know where to get milk from. Like, no, you can't get it from here. You gotta go see your mama about that. But I'm working this off. This is still pandemic weight. I'm trying to get it. I was judging y'all. Some of y'all just got in shape. Yeah, I was judging y'all. Y'all was out on the bike trail when y'all was supposed to be in the house. Y'all was in the park jazzercising, doing Zumba. Y'all was supposed to be in the house. Y'all was trying to look cute. I was judging them. I was like, why are they trying to look cute for the end of the world? What do they know that I don't know? I didn't use my pandemic time trying to look cute for the end of the world. I used my pandemic time trying to build a relationship with Jesus. I thought that was the best thing to do. I wasn't gonna let the pandemic scare me and let the news scare me every day. I was like, I'll build a relationship with Jesus because it ain't no weight limits in heaven. I can go to heaven. I do a lot of church comedy at churches, and I've been telling the pastors, Y'all need to put some angels on the wall my size. So people know I can go to heaven. They got big people in heaven too. He knew how much I weighed when I was praying to him, you know. What the Bible say? He went to go prepare a place for us. So they gonna have wings for me. They can give me some feathers. They gonna make wings work for me. They got my wings. If not, they can give me some buffalo wings or something. But I get to be in that number when the Saints come marching in. Now, I ain't trying to take y'all to church. I know we've been partying and stuff. But I suggest all y'all, find y'all religion, whoever. It might be Christ. It might be Allah. Gay people believe in life after love. That's my song. I like the song. Whoever you pray to, I pray to Jesus. I talk to him at night. Let him be the last person I talk to. Let him be the first person I talk to when I wake up. It gives me confidence. When I start my day, you want to start your day with confidence. And I be confident in the morning. Matter of fact, I'm confident when I get on the scale. Because I know that's not just me, that's me and Jesus. Yeah, I didn't do this all by myself. I don't look like the gym I went through. No treadmill formed against me. I got fat from a mustard seed. You know your word. It's a church girl right there. So I don't know. I might be living in my purpose. I might be everything God wants me to be. He told Noah to build an ark. He told me to build a body, so I'm eating two of everything. I know y'all looking at me like I just been fat my whole life. You can't look at somebody and see if they've been fat their whole life. I ain't been fat my whole life. Matter of fact, this is my 4th time fat. Yeah, y'all could have came to the show in 2017, 2012, summer of 08. I don't know how I'm going to look next year. This is the show y'all wanted to go to. Y'all don't believe me? Right now, go down to Jenny Craig. Right now, I got 4 different pictures on the wall. They call me a repeater feeder. They didn't kick me out. They didn't retire my shaker cup. I think it's every time they take that picture, make me gain weight. But see, young people are laughing because they don't know. Weight ain't something you just lose one time and it stay off. You got to change your whole lifestyle, So just because you see a big person, that don't mean they gave up. I know I didn't give up. Matter of fact, right now, I'm on 7 different diets. Yep, I wasn't getting enough food from one. I had pizza. I had a diet on the way up here in the car. I got a diet in the passenger seat. I know everything I'm doing right now. I'm on a high-carb keto diet. I'm on a 2 all-beef patty, special sauce, pickles, lettuce, vegetarian diet. I'm on whatever Wendy's putting that 4 for 4. Now I just tell them to surprise me. I don't even. But no, this is a diet might work for y'all because not everybody lose weight the same way. But this diet, I'm sure, will work for each one of you. It's called the broken cookie diet. You should try it, I'm telling you. How it works is you only get to eat the broken cookies. The other cookies belong to the family. And ever since I've been doing that, I've been doing a lot of the grocery shopping and stuff. I've just been body slamming groceries. I hit 3 customers on the way out the store. I walk in the house like Mad Max. By the time I get in the kitchen, I got Oreo seasoning. I might have some Chip-Ahoy croutons. But I like this. I came out here to Granny Bay. I thought it'd be a lot more older women out here. Y'all all look young. Y'all all look young. No, I like. Hey, they locked up Jared from Subway. Y'all better start like you grown women. They cracking down. They cracking down on that. I'm telling you, they got that show, How to Catch a Predator. Yeah, they cracking down. If you better start liking you a grown woman. That's my favorite show. I don't watch it for the creepy guys with the pizza and condoms. I watch it for the countertops and stuff. Those are real nice kitchens. You notice them? I'm gonna save up and do enough comedy. I can get a kitchen like that. You don't never come to our neighborhood. That's my favorite show, when the guys get caught and they run in the garage and it's the whole police force in there. See, the young people got that. See, we didn't have How to Catch a Predator in the 80s and the 90s and the 70s. They didn't care about us. Because they was letting Winnie the Pooh do whatever he wanted to do. Remember Winnie the Pooh, that grown bear meeting up with the little white boy in the woods? Y'all remember Winnie the Pooh? He had the red shirt. He was looking like a Target team member. But he didn't have no pants on. Who can your kids go meet? Remember Christopher Robin? Who can your kids go meet in the woods with no pants on? He had a honey pack waiting for the kids. Remember he had his whole crew with him? He had the little piglet, the little lesbian piglet. That's why this generation, we so accepted. We grew up with a lesbian piglet. We didn't judge. It was like, go ahead, piglet, do your thing. Remember he had Tigger? He was on meth. He was from Modesto. Y'all remember Tigger? Now, I ain't the only one that thought Tigger might be on that stuff. He was hopping around, everybody else was chilling out, he was tweaking and stuff. And then they had the other drug addict, remember Eeyore? Remember Eeyore was on heroin? As soon as the show started, he's falling asleep and stuff. Eeyore needs to lay off that stuff. He needs to. Yeah. I always wondered, that was my favorite cartoon. I always wondered, like, how you get a heroin addict to hang out with a meth addict? Like, he want to fall asleep. He's looking for copper. Well, that was the show, man. This is. I like rocking with us. Bassil promised me he was gonna put me in front of some good rich people to adopt me and stuff. He said, Tristan, just keep at it, wait until November. Somebody gonna take you home. They all see the blind side. They're gonna take you home, Tris. They all saw the blind side. By December, you'll be playing with Madonna's kids and y'all just... That's why I changed my life, because before I met Bassil, I used to be a thug in those streets. I'm from East Oakland, California, for real, you know what I mean? I was a thug before this comedy stuff. I wasn't always wearing this Build-A-Bear outfit, all right? I was out there, my street name in East Oakland is Goody Two Shoes. Okay, somebody know about me, okay. Yeah, that's my crew over there. They know about me. Remember, we used to do some gangster stuff. Y'all couldn't hang with us. We used to do some real tough stuff, like we used to walk inside Taco Bell. Oh my gosh. We'd ask for water, but we really got soda though. Yeah. I got a teardrop for that. I sweated it off coming through Davis. But I had to change my life, It's time for brothers to start living right, start owning houses in Granite Bay like these two brothers, We got to change the image. You might have been a thug when you was younger, but you got to grow up. Now I'm about to be a great father, be there for my son, be there for my wife, If you was a tough guy when you was younger, you got to grow out of it. My situation is different. I physically grew out of it. I walked on stage, see, my situation is different. See, my situation is I don't got one of those going to jail shapes. See, they can tell. See, my situation is I got my mama's hips. You don't want to go to jail with your mama's hips. I don't know if they got prison spanks or whatever, but you don't want to be in jail with childbearing hips. I don't need to be in no orange jumpsuit like this. I ain't trying to be the brick house of the big house. I don't want to be the bad mamma jamma of the slammer. If I went to jail right now, they'd make me the Beyonce of prison. They'd be like, if you like it, put a cigarette on it. All I'm saying is, I'll look crazy in jail. They out there lifting weights, getting all buff. And I'm out there on the thigh master and stuff like that. Some Mexican dude come stab my yoga ball and get this out of here. All I'm saying is I don't need my milkshake bringing all the boys to the yard. All right? I ain't trying to be one of the Real Housewives of San Quentin. I'm trying to be tardy for the party. But if I ever do go to jail, I ain't gonna snitch. That's how it's raised. You do the crime, you do the time. So if I ever do go to jail, you gotta look tough in jail. So I gotta get me some more tattoos to look tough. If I go to jail, I'm gonna get the tattoos the young ladies get on their lower back right here. What they call that, I'm gonna get me a damn trim stamp right here on my lower back. It's gonna say, what would Jesus do, right there? Yeah, you're gonna feel bad about this. I'm about to get out of here. I really enjoyed myself. I've been Tristan Johnson. God bless y'all. That's stage. It's something else.
Are you ready for our headliner? Before I introduce our headliner, I opened for Chappelle, Seinfeld, and Chris Rock. Yeah, this is when I was a doorman in New York. Now, I've never been asked to close out a show, ever. And for a long time I was thinking, I'm not that funny, I haven't been doing this long enough, I don't have long enough sets. But no, I figured it out. It's because I am Arab and Muslim. Nobody wants me to be headliner. All right. Are you ready for our headliner, ladies and gentlemen? My next comedian's been doing this for 40 years plus. Please give it up for the one, the only, Steve Chicago Bartley! Thank you, Bassil. Hey, give it up for all these comedians you saw tonight. Wasn't that great? Wow. And I want to thank Bassil here for bringing half of my bunk bed in tonight. And thank you, Tristan, for not breaking it. I appreciate that. Wow. What a great looking audience here. Jesus, this is the smallest stage. Holy crap. I got a cane, and I got into a car wreck about 10 years ago, broke my neck and back. And so I can still ride a motorcycle, so I'm good. But I hate using this, but one thing about a cane is it attracts attention to you. And when you've been in show business as long as I have, people begin to recognize you. And before the show tonight, I was standing out in the lobby and there was a couple staring at me. And I knew they recognized me because they came up to me and they said, "Colonel, we love your chicken." And I don't think that's funny. That's the look I was going for. So, I gave him a couple of drumsticks and said, "Get the hell out of here. I don't need that crap." Great cane, buddy. That is a nice one. That's fancy. Very nice. All right, I gotta put this somewhere here. I'll just put it right there. Good, stay there. All right. Well, this is kind of an exciting night for me. I'm celebrating. It was 15 years ago tonight. I married my best friend. And thank you. Thank you.
My wife was pissed off about it, but Dave and I thought it was funny, so we celebrate it every year. He's one of my best friends. He's a great guy. We've gone through all kinds of stuff together. I will never forget him. He comes running out of the room, tears streaming down his cheeks. He's going, "It's a boy, it's a boy." And we never went back to Thailand after that. And that was. I like Thailand. I had a great. There's some beautiful women in Thailand. There really is. I was on a bus, and this beautiful Thai woman who sits down right in front of me, short skirt, blouse undone to here, I'm looking at her boobs and everything, and I'm thinking to myself, don't get a boner, don't get a boner, don't get a boner, and then she got a boner, and that just killed the mood. It killed the mood, she's looking at me going, I don't like that boner joke, I don't like that boner joke, like that. I'm sorry. Well, we had a good-looking audience tonight. Look at a lot of guys with beards in here tonight. I like that. Over here. Look at that beard. That's a thick one. Holy crap. Jesus, buddy. I can actually smell the testosterone coming off of you. Holy shit. Boy, the moon goes full. You're off to the woods, aren't you? Is that your beautiful wife right there? Is that your wife right there? No?
Right here.
Right there? Oh, there. Oh, so you're a Mormon. You have two women. This is your wife here. She's sitting one woman between you. So you've been married a long time then, haven't you? Yeah, that's right. The hell with him. The excitement's over, isn't it? You like the beard? You like the beard, huh? You like that? Not so much. Yeah. Come look at her. Does he have a hairy chest? A lot of hair? A lot of hair in the chest? We'll give her a few minutes. How do you know he's got a hairy chest? Okay. All right. Okay. Does he have a hairy chest? A hairy chest? Yeah. How about the back? A lot of hair on the back? That's some creepy shit right there, isn't it? That's a real white man disease. You're never going to see a black guy, Asian, Latino with hair all over his shoulders and back. It's always in a short white guy who's wearing a tank top. It's like something out of Planet of the Apes, And I know about body hair too, because it runs in our family on my mom's side. I get my mustache from my mom, and everybody in my mom's family is hairy. My God, we go over to my Uncle Norman's house. I'm from Illinois. I grew up in Illinois. Back in Illinois, people have got above ground swimming pools from Sears and J.C. Penney's and stuff. And he had one of those big pools, and he'd be out swimming in the pool, And my sister and I'd be hiding in the patio, just staring at him, watching the crop circles form on his back. And he'd spot his kids, he'd go, "Hey, you kids, come on now! Come on, get in this pool, get out on Uncle Norman's back, I'll give you a ride." We'd go, "Ah! Get the hell away from us, Norman. Why don't you just go sit in the corner and evolve a couple of 100,000 more years?" Men get hairy. It's not something that we want to do, it's just something that happens to us, Somewhere between the ages of, like I'm looking at you, I'm thinking 5 and 6, something like that. And women always say, well, it's not fair, because when men get older, they get dignified. Women just get wrinkles. That's bullshit. Because guys, we know what happens to us when we get old. We start getting hair in terrible places we never had hair before. Like ear hair. That's a good look, isn't it? Looks like curd feelers growing out of your skull there, Hey, Dad, look out, you're going to hit that wall. No, Steve, I know just how close I can get to that wall. Come over here, son. Come here. Give me a hug. Come here. Catches flies. And if we don't have hair growing out of our ears, we got it growing out of our noses. Yeah. Nothing like a couple of big old furry nostrils to get you women all hot and bothered, huh? Hey, yo, baby. Ooh, take me, walrus boy, I'm yours. You ever been out late at night after some event or something? You and one other person in a cafe, like Denny's or something. You're about 2 minutes into the conversation, you look over and notice they've got one big, long, black nasal hair sticking out of their nostril. And every time they breathe, it moves. And pretty soon you're not even listening to what they're saying anymore. You're just staring at that hair. And they're looking at you and the expression on your face, and they're thinking to themselves, I really must be interesting tonight. And you're looking at them and you're thinking, I could get that. If I move fast enough, I bet I can get that. And finally, you just can't stand it any longer. And I don't know waiter, the waitress will walk by, they may get distracted, and you're thinking, hell, I'm going in. Oh, God! What the hell is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with me? What the hell is wrong with you? Look at this. This was growing out of your nose, for God's sakes. Couldn't you see the shadow of this on the menu? You better go to the doctor. This isn't right. Hair is weird on humans. We don't need it. It's nothing but leftover monkey fur. 10 million years from now, we're all going to be smooth and hairless, except you. I mean, look at the hair in our heads. It just grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. And if you never cut it, it would grow down to the ground and grow to Roseville if it wanted to go there. Even if you lose the top part of your hair, it still grows on the sides and will grow down to the ground if you never cut it. But then we've got other hair in our bodies now, don't we? In our happy spots. And it grows to one length and quits. How does it know? How does it know it's not on our head? No, man, you're laughing at me. You go home tonight and do a little science experiment. Measure your pubic hair, shave it off, it'll grow exactly back to the same length as it was before. See, I've got this theory. I think your pubic hair grows till it hits your underpants and then it quits. So I'm thinking I can save a whole lot of money on haircuts if I just wear my underpants on my head. Which is why I can't go back to Starbucks. Not fair, damn it. I like those chai. I like those chais. Disappointed in that. A lot of couples tonight, except for over here. The couple soon to be divorced. Look at her. I've been paying attention. That's okay. That doesn't matter. No, it's too late. Good. Too late. More wine. I grew up in Illinois. I gotta tell you, I love California. I love this place. I hitchhiked out here in 1971. I had a backpack and $350. I was gonna stay for 3 weeks. And I was gonna go back to Illinois and get a job. My dad had a construction job waiting for me. I got out here and I go, I am not going back. And when I was a kid, I'd watch TV, and all the TV shows were made out here. I'd see palm trees, and people had swimming pools, and I was going, man, I wanted to do the first thing I wanted to do when I came to California was touch a palm tree. I wanted to. I ended up, I was homeless for a while, met some people, they let me crash in their living room floor. I eventually got my first job, then I got my own apartment, then I moved up a little bit, and I managed to rent a house and everything, and met my wife. Everything was going great. Then one day my wife said to me, she goes, hey, you want to go to the Scottish Games in Pleasanton? And I said, oh yeah, don't have Scottish. So we went to the Scottish Games, and as we're walking in, there's a big sign that says Birds of Prey exhibit. Hawks and falcons and owls and vultures. My wife goes, ooh, I want to look at these birds. And I said, I know, but I want to watch the game. She goes, just go, just go, which is what she says when I want to have sex. So I spent the day alone. She spent the day with the bird thing. And on the way home, we're driving home, and she's just staring straight ahead, and she's all quiet. And she's not saying anything. And you married men, you know how dangerous that is. Because they can either say something nice, or if the knife comes out. So we're driving along. She goes, I want to do that. I go, you want to do what? She goes, I want to be a falconer. And I go, okay. Okie dokie. You do that, because I can tell everybody you're my falcon wife. And she goes, I don't think that's funny. You're not listening to me. I go, I'm listening to you. She goes, everything's a fucking joke to you. And I go, I know, I'm a comedian. And she goes, yeah, you're a comedian. And I go, you need a gummy bear. You need to calm down. That's what I always say. You need a gummy bear. She hates that. So she goes, I'm going to be a falconer. I go, okay, all right. So we get home. About a week later, I'm in the living room watching TV. She comes walking in the door. She's got a goddamn hawk on her arm. Ah! I go, holy shit! She goes, I caught a hawk. I go, I see that. How the hell do you catch a hawk? She caught a hawk. She's got this big red-tailed hawk on her arm. And she goes, isn't this cool? I go, I don't know. It's in our living room. I don't that's cool or not, you're freaking me out right now. And she goes, yeah, I'm going to be a falconer, and I want you to share this journey with me. And I go, no. I don't know if you've noticed, but look at the feet on this thing. There's a whole bunch of big, sharp, nasty claws. Are you nuts? She goes, well, we're going to do this. I go, no. So she's got this hawk. No, she goes, well, I want you to help me train it. And you know, she's got the equipment, she's got the big glove, you know, the big glove. She's got the little whistle and shit. And you've seen the falconers with they go, da-da-da-da, and they blow the whistle, and the hawk lands on their arm, you know, and it's really cool. Well, they don't just do that. You got to train them. And the way you train them is you have two falconers about 100 feet apart. They both have these stupid gloves and these little whistles and this pouch of stupid meat. And they stand about, 100 feet apart. And you go, whoo! And you tap right here, and the hawk sees it, and you tie a big leash to the hawk's leg, so he can't get away. And he flies to the falconer, then the other falconer blows the whistle, and the hawk flies to them. And the hawk flies back and forth and back and forth. And you do that every day for a couple of hours for about 2.5 months. And then finally, you untie the leash, and hopefully the fucking hawk will fly away. So we're out in the backyard, and she goes, okay, hold the glove up and blow the whistle. And I go, no! I got to back up. When I met my wife, she was normal. She was an optician downtown Walnut Creek, little office. Now, I used to go downtown, have lunch with her. Little outdoor cafes. Little birds would land at our table. And she's talking to these birds. Oh, well, hello, how are you? And they're just, they're wearing little clothes and shit. It's like a Disney movie. We'd go out for walks late at night. Strange dogs walk up to her with their wheels. Their tails are wagging. Oh, my God. We were in Nevada. I saw her walk into a corral full of wild Mustangs. They run away. She turns her back. They run up to her, they surround her, and the head mare walks up to her. She takes the mare's face in her hands, and she's whispering to this horse. And the mare keeps looking over at me, it's creeping me out. Yeah, because the mare goes, he does look like Colonel Sanders. Not funny. And so she's got this ability with animals. She's got this, well, she's a fucking witch. And not a good witch either. Not like, oh, kick your heels when you go. No, she's like, I'll get you, my pretty. So she says to me, she goes, all right, hold the glove up. And I go, I don't want to do this. She walks up to me, she's about 5'2", and she's got these big root beer colored eyes. And she puts her nose right at the end of my nose, and she's looking at me, and she goes, don't be a pussy. I go, oh, good. Now that makes me feel a lot better. Thank you for that. Thank you. And so she walks away, and she goes, all right, blow the whistle and tap the glove. I go, oh, God. I go, woo! And I tap the glove. This hawk launches off her arm, and it's flying at about this level. And it's so big, it looks like it's coming at me in slow motion. And it's like, I'm looking at it, and it's looking at me all hawky inside. And I am mesmerized. I can't believe I'm looking at this. And I hear way off in the distance, hold the glove up. And that hawk hit me in the face so hard. So we're at the hospital, and I had a great doctor. He was from India, and he looks at me and he goes, "Don't be a pussy." He's like a guru. He goes, "Why do you play with these birds? They're going to fuck you up. They've got great big sharp things on their feet. Aren't you paying attention? I'm going to write you a prescription, and my prescription says, don't fuck with these birds." So that was years ago. Now, so she became a falconer, and that's what she does. That's what she does for a living. She has a business. She's a full-time, she has a bird abatement business. And so we have 4 hawks and 4 falcons. And yeah, and they live in our house. And they have their own room in the back, which used to be my office. See, that happens when you get married. You probably, oh, look, they're back together again. Look at that. See, I'm a matchmaker. That's good. Marriage is just, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Are you married, buddy? You married? You guys married? No, so you're happy. You're happy. You live together? Yeah. But you can split anytime you want. Yeah. That's a good thing. You get your own house and everything good? Yeah. You find out things when you get married. Like when we first moved into our house, we have the big, beautiful bathroom off the master bedroom, and she goes, well, "This is my bathroom," and I get the bathroom that's down the hall, and it's filled with little soaps and stuff that I'm not allowed to use, and towels that are for the better people that come to visit us. I'm not allowed to touch those. I did not know. You married men probably know this too. I did not know there's a wrong way to put shit away in the refrigerator. Did you know that? And the dishwasher. Yeah. Because if you don't put it right in the dishwasher the correct way, it doesn't get clean. And so, yeah. So it's just. So we have 4 hawks and 4 falcons, and they live in what used to be my office and everything. And she has her favorite birds. She has her favorite falcon, and it's a hybrid falcon. It's a combination of Gyr, Peregrine, Prairie falcon. And what they do is they create these hybrids. They take a petri dish and they put the semen in it and they mix it up with the different birds. Then they artificially impregnate the birds, and you get these franken-falcons. And so she has this big franken-falcon. It's about this tall, and it sleeps on a perch next to her side of the bed in our bedroom. And it's named after the Hindu god of death, Kali. And she feeds these falcons what are called Coturnix quail. These are the same quail you get in expensive restaurants and stuff. And the alarm goes off, usually about 4:45 in the morning. She hits the alarm, and she gets up and she gets ready to go to work, and she leaves, and sometimes she hits the snooze button instead. And so the alarm goes off later, and I have to shut the alarm off. I sleep naked, and I have to reach over the falcon to shut the alarm off. And I just discovered this, and I did not know. But apparently, my penis looks exactly like a quail. And those falcons are fast. And they don't let go. They hang right on. And you have no idea how hard it is to get a pair of Levi 501s on when you got a falcon hooked to your junk. And so we're back at the hospital, and same doctor, he goes, "Oh, look, the pussy boy's back again." "You're not listening to me. What's wrong with you?" And so we have these birds, and oh my God, we used to live in Walnut Creek. We had a beautiful home in Walnut Creek. Beautiful home. I had a palm tree in the front yard. We had a swimming pool. I'm living the California dream. Life was great. I'm near the Bay Area. I got all my gigs in the Bay Area. I could be in San Francisco in 30 minutes. Great. I'm loving life. She comes home one day and she goes, "Oh, guess what? And I go, "Oh, God, I don't know." She goes, "I got a job at a falconry center." I go, "Okay, that's cool." She goes, "Yeah." I go, "Where is it?" She goes, "It's in Browns Valley." I go, "Where's that?" She goes, "It's in between Grass Valley and Marysville." I go, "Oh, that's going to be a long drive every day." She goes, "No, we're going to move." I go, No. There's a palm tree in the front yard. Did you see that out there? And we have a swimming pool, and I like living here a lot. And all my jobs are here, and I've been a comedian a long time. You only been a falconer a little while, and so I just no, I don't want to move. And see, and marriage is a partnership where 2 people come together and they make one person fucking miserable. It's a relationship where marriage is a relationship where one person person is right all the time, and the other person's the husband. You notice me clapping? You notice? All women. So I go, well, I don't want to move, and I go, let's just talk about this. And so I got a yellow pad out, and I go, let's do all the pros. Let's do all the. You have yellow pads? You're like, yeah, I know, right? Exactly. So we make a big long list, pros and cons, why we should move, why we shouldn't move, And so we did this, a great big long list, and my list was a lot longer, So we moved, and we couldn't find. We went up to Browns Valley, and we couldn't find a place, and so. My wife says to the real estate agent, well, let's move farther up into the mountains where Steve's career will just die. And she goes, well, that's a good idea. And so we went up another 19 miles up into the foothills to a little town called Brownsville, which is an old Indian word. It means nobody lives here. And so now we live in the mountains. We're mountain people now. And oh my God, it's just, I'm telling jokes to raccoons and possums now. And you can't tell if a raccoon's laughing. They look and so it's just, I've developed a taste for squirrel meat, and we're wearing a lot of buckskin. And so we're in the mountains now, and it's horrible. We have neighbors, well, we've never met them. We hear them in the woods. But you know what? I should not make fun of them because they're very nice. They came by. They dropped an abandoned car off in our yard and broke the windows out for us, so we didn't have to do that. And left us a marijuana growing kit and a pit bull puppy. So we're feeling right at home in the mountains in Brownsville, and it's quiet. It's quiet up there. It is in the mountains. A lot different than Walnut Creek. It's very quiet. You're sitting out in the front yard in the summertime, you can hear the meth labs exploding off in the distance. Yeah, that was a close one. And so we're up in the mountains now, and we want to be part of the community. So I slip on a pair of pajamas and hang out at the Dollar General, and because that's what everybody wears at the Dollar General. Oh my God! And so we're trying to become part of the community. So we go into Marysville. We live very close to Marysville, which has a huge homeless population, which is great if you're single. Because if you're dating a single chick at the end of the night, you can just drop her off anywhere. You just pull up to the corner and go, get out of the car, Shelley. And no, I don't have any spare change. And so. I'm sorry. That homeless community, they're very connected. They are. On the way here tonight, I can see under the bridge. And you know what they were doing? They were giving each other COVID shots. And I think that's what they were doing. I don't know. And then we live close to Linda, which is the meth capital of California. So every year, my wife and I go to the meth festival, and which is great if you've got kids. Hey kids, you want to ride the tweaker? Well, you put your kid on the back of one of those guys, they don't stop walking. You got time to go get a corn dog. And you know what? Gosh darn it, I got to apologize here. I should not call them tweakers. That's rude. I should call them by their proper name, and that's Mexican Americans. And so then we live close. Also, right after Linda, you have Olivehurst, and which is great. We go to the running of the pit bulls every year for that. That's a lot of fun. Look at that! You got a homeless guy. I've never lived in a community with so many pit bulls in my life. It's unbelievable. You go to the Walmart over there in Linda, and they go, paper, plastic, or a pit bull. A pit bull will carry your groceries out to your car, then bite you in the cat. Start the car, honey. This is crazy. So we're living up there, and we're mountain people. And my wife comes home and she goes, hey, you know what? And I go, God, no. And she goes, I've been I've been thinking, I wanna hunt with these hawks. And I go, okay. And she goes, I'm serious. I go, I know. You're freaking the shit out of me. You really are. What do you want to hawk? She goes, I want to hunt rabbits and quail and pheasant and stuff. And I go, okay. She goes, so I want to get a hunting dog. And I go, okay, we can get a lab. Labs are good. They're good hunting dogs. They're great dogs for hunting. And she goes, no, I've been online. I've been looking at online about dogs that are great for falconry. And there's this dog. You can get this dog breed from Scotland, and they're great for falconry. And I go, what's this dog called? She goes, they're called LQ pointers. They're great for falconry. I want to get a LQ pointer. And I go, how much is an LQ pointer? And she goes, you really can't look at it that way. And I go, yeah, you can. That's how I'm looking at it. That's exactly how I'm looking at it. I go, how much is the LQ pointer? Because we can get a lab for a couple $100. They're great dogs. They'll bring that shit right back to you after you kill it. And she goes, no. I go, how much is an LQ pointer? She goes, it's a long-term investment. And I go, how much is this dog? She goes, it's like $2,700. I go, $2,700? Are you nuts? I go, no. You know what? No. I gave in about moving up here, and no. The yellow pad came out again, and I go, no, we're not. So we got the dog, and the yellow pad does not work. And we got this dog, the Scottish. He even barks in Scottish. He goes, ruff, ruff. Bark, you bastard! How do you like that? I look out in the front yard. Half his face is painted blue. He says, you can take my squeaky toy, but you'll never take my freedom. So we've got this Scottish dog, and so we have him for about 6 weeks. And she comes home and she goes, you know what? I go, oh God, no. And she goes, you're gone, and I'm gone, and the dog gets lonely, so we should get another dog. And I go, we're not getting another LQ pointer. And she goes, I know. Let's just look around. And I go, okay. And so we had to go into Marysville to get some meth, and so we're driving back. We're driving back on Highway 20, and there's this old man, and he's got a little cardboard sign, and it goes, Chihuahua puppy for sale. And my wife goes, oh my God, well, we got it. I go, no, God, please, I don't want to get a Chihuahua, no, because who invented the Chihuahuas? The Nazis in 1933. They took a Dutch bunny and a piranha, and they mixed it together, and this horrible, it's like a Frankenstein castle, Be a created this little dicks and bite you forever. And so we stopped, and my wife goes, do you have a Chihuahua puppy for sale? And he goes, yes, ma'am, I do. And he brings it out, and it's about as big as my fist, and his little tail is wagging, and it's looking at my wife. He's got these big brown eyes, and he's looking at my wife, he's going, oh, Mama, I love you. You are muy bonito. I love you so much. I love you, Mama, I love you. I want to come home with you. Please take me home. Take me. And he looks over at me and goes, I don't fucking like you. I will bite you. You come near me, I will bite you. I will. Chinga tu madre. I don't like you alone, man. I don't like I love you, Mama. I want to come home with you. But we're not getting this stupid dog, And I didn't have a yellow pad with me. And so we're driving home with the Chihuahua, and she's got this, and he's just a nightmare. He's just, so my wife figured we should get another one. So now we have 2 Chihuahuas in our LQ pointer, and oh God! And so at our house we have our own chairs in the living room, the reclining chairs, and my wife has her reclining chair, which is right in front of the flat screen, and the pointer lays at her feet, and the 2 Chihuahuas sit in her lap, and they put my chair in the back where they don't have to look at me. And you'd be watching TV, and the Chihuahuas will turn around and they go, I don't like that. I don't like that. And I don't know what the hell they're saying, So a couple days ago, it's raining like hell, and I got to get the mail, And see, you people live in civilization. The mailman comes to your house and brings mail. I got to walk down a dirt road and wrestle a Yeti. And I open up. I got to tell you a story. I beat the mailman out. I showed up at the front door completely naked. I know, and it freaked him out. I don't know what freaked him out more, the fact that I was naked or the fact that I knew where he lived. Anyway, so it's raining, so I open up the front door, and the pointer goes, "Oh, I love the rain!" He's out the door, and the two chihuahuas run to the front door, and they go, "Yeah, we're not going to go out in this bullshit. I'm going to go back in the house and poop on the floor." So I go out to the mailbox, and I got a letter from the county, and I'm so stupid, because I thought, oh, this is our tax return, because I'm stupid. And you know what I got? You know what I got in the mail? I got a $350 photo speeding ticket. And a picture of me speeding. And I looked happy. I'm thinking, this is bullshit. I took a picture of $350 and mailed it back to him. Don't laugh, because you watch in about 2 weeks, they're going to mail a picture of 2 deputies coming to arrest my ass. You know what? I'd rather get a ticket in the mail than get stopped, because I don't know if you've been stopped lately, but it's terrifying. It's not like the old days. See, most of us here, we remember when police cars had one red light on top of the car. We called them cherries. Remember that? They thought, well, that's not scary enough. So now they've got a bank of strobe lights across the red, yellow, blue, blue, yellow, red. Looks like a disco chasing you, you know. I'm in the front seat going, cops are banging on my front, on the hood of my car, going, "Hey, you were speeding." I'm going, "No, I was dancing, and I'm white, and that's as good as it's going to get." And so, you know what? What was wrong with the old police sirens? What was wrong with the sirens you still hear in the old cop TV shows and movies? The sirens that used to go, "Ah!" That worked. We stopped. Plus, it sounded a little bit like they felt kind of bad. They had to stop us. "Oh, you were speeding. Now we have to give you a ticket." Now they've got these sirens invented in the bowels of hell. You know, you're driving along, you're looking over at your wife, you're thinking, "Oh, honey, we get home, boom, shakalaka." You look into the rearview mirror and you see those flashing red and yellow and blue lights, and you know those guys are after you. We're after you. Woo, 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 woo. And after we stop here, we're going to leave on all the lights so that everybody that drives by knows we caught you. But at least they're not as obnoxious as the European sirens, you know, the ones that make fun of you as they're stopping you. Nina, Nina, Nina. Trust me, you don't want to get stopped for speeding in Europe. We got stopped in France. Oh my God. We got stopped by a French motorcycle policeman. This was the tallest cop I've ever seen in my life. He gets off the motorcycle. He's got to be 6'8". He's wearing a skin-tight white bodysuit, knee-high white boots, white gauntlets, a little tiny white beanie helmet, and a baby blue stripe down the leg. Oh, scary. I looked over at my wife and I said, "We just got stopped by a Q-tip." Which she heard. She walks up to the car and goes, "Excusez-moi, monsieur, did you know you were speeding?" I went, "What? Did you know you were speeding?" I go, "No, I did not know I was speeding." He goes, oh, you are maybe a smart ass, huh?" I went, "Oh. Maybe." He goes, "Maybe I will write you a ticket." I go, "Oh. Maybe I'm not coming back to France, huh?" Like I'm going to take any lip from a French cop. You know, I'm sorry. I should not make fun of the French. You know what? Because they've always been there when they've needed us. French cop. Boy, you don't want to get stopped in Germany. German cops, these guys do not have a sense of humor. It's like, "Ach, der Lieber, so, you are a comedian, yeah?" Ha ha ha. I don't think so. you like to buy a chihuahua? 9? Oh, you don't want a chihuahua? I'm sorry, I meant Chicago cops. And hey, it's true, I grew up there. Chicago, you get stopped in Chicago, you know you've been stopped, because the cops back there are a little different. You know what, I'll do an impression for you. This is being stopped in Chicago, late short drive, about 3 o'clock in the morning. Woo! Freeze! Police! A little bit different from California, where I live now. We got stopped down in Santa Cruz by the Surf Patrol. His name was Kyle. He comes walking up to the car, he's wearing baggies and flip-flops. He's got his badge tattooed to his left pec. He's got dreadlocks. He leans in my car window and he goes, dude, do you know why I stopped you? Do you have a clue? Because I forgot. Do you have anything crunchy to eat? I think he was smoking some of that medicinal marijuana that we legalized. Boy, that was something, wasn't it? Remember Prop 215? We legalized medicinal marijuana. The way they sold it to us, hey, this is medicine. This is medicine. These people have got to have their medicine. It's just medicine. These people are injured. They're in a lot of pain. They need medicine. For God's sake, what do you got, a heart of stone? These people need their medicine, for God's sake. Just sign the goddamn petition, will you? And we all, yeah, we're good people. We'll sign that, yeah. Then we went into the voting booth, and we said, heck yeah, we pulled that lever. Let's legalize medicinal marijuana. We came walking out of that voting booth, and the feds were standing there, and they went, what are you doing? You can't do that. You can't just legalize marijuana. And we looked at the feds and went, I'm pretty sure we can. And now it's legal. It's legal. They'll even deliver it to your house in a multitude of different ways. Marijuana brownies, gummy bears. I love gummy bears. Cookies, soda pop, all kinds of ways that you can ingest marijuana. It's amazing. And yet the government still puts marijuana in the same category as crack cocaine. You get somebody on crack cocaine in a 7-Eleven, 3 o'clock in the morning, it's like, I'm gonna kill everybody in here! Ah! Get the monkeys off me! Get the monkeys off me! Same guy on weed. Dude, where's the ding dong? I could make a bong out of this. Whole different story. A lot of lovely couples here tonight. You folks married? How long have you been married? Uh-oh, you're not supposed to look at her. You gotta know that shit right off the bat. How many years? 14 years, that's wonderful. Good for you. How about you folks? Married? 22 years? Yeah. How about you? 50 years. Wow. That's great. Holy crap. You look good, buddy. You look in great shape. Everything's still working? Yeah. Using that Viagra? No, me neither. No. I like Cialis. I do. No, I do, because my wife didn't want to make love. I just get in the car and go Cialis. I use Viagra for my sunburn, actually. It doesn't help the pain, but it keeps the sheets off my legs. They advertise that stuff on TV, which kills me. You know, if you suffer from an erection lasting longer than 4 hours, seek immediate medical attention. The hell with that. I'm calling up everybody I know. I'm calling up people I went to high school with. Hey, Ted, this is Barkley. You're not going to believe this. I've had an erection for 4 hours. No, I'm on the backyard. I'm knocking softballs over the fence. There we go. Hang on, I'm going to kill a bug. Pow! Another man with sundial. Da-da-da! My sister works at an old folks home back in Illinois, and I was talking to her the other night, and she goes, every night before we put the old guys to bed, we give them a Viagra. And I go, really? She goes, yeah. And I go, are they sexually active? She goes, no, it's just keeping them from rolling out of bed at night. 50 years, that's amazing. That is so great. You're a lovely lesbian couple here. I love that. How about you guys? You married here? How many years? 16 years? That's great. Good for you. That is wonderful. Okay, 16 years, 50 years, 14 years. You're still having sex. And you? Not anymore. Yeah, you're not having sex. If you are, enjoy it, because it's going to come to an end. Women just at one point just decide, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. And they don't tell you. They don't tell you it's going to happen. It closes. And I hadn't seen my wife naked in about 3 months. She came walking out of the shower and her vagina was gone. There was a Dollar General there now. And that's the light that's keeping me up at night. That's what's going on. Wild stuff. I love women. I love women. I think women are the most amazing creatures on this planet. You are fascinating, strong, very convoluted, very, very cosmic, very, very, very difficult. I used to think that men ran the world, that we are the kings on this planet. And then, no, you're right, because that shit ended when I saw my child be born. And I looked at that and I went, oh my God, you win. And, I mean, you're fascinating creatures. You amaze me. You always smell good. I don't understand how you can do that. You have this unbelievable tolerance for pain. You can take pain that men could never take. You have periods. You bleed for days and don't die. And you think nothing of it. You talk about it with other women. Oh my God, I'm on my period. I'm on my period too. Really? Belle, are you on your period? Yes, I am. I'm on my period. You think nothing of it. If men had periods, they'd be like, Bob, how are you? Not fucking good. Not good. Not good, buddy. I am bloated like a poison toad. I want something sweet. I want something salty. I don't know what the hell I want. I am flowing like a river, and I left the trail from the garage into the living room. Kelly's all pissed off about that. These pads are killing me. I can't even sit on the Harley. Why did you even bring it up? If men had periods, we would check ourselves into the hospital and go on a 6-day trip. I know. You're amazing. I came home from a road trip. I'd been on the road for 3 weeks, and I came home, and she's all excited. She goes, guess what? I go, get some more gummies. She goes, no, stupid. We're going to have a baby. I go, cool. She goes, cool? That's your response? I go, what's the right response? She goes, well, I thought you'd be a little happier. I go, yay! She goes, you're such an asshole. I go, I'm a comedian. She goes, I could have married Ted. And I go, shut up. You need a gummy bear. Just calm down. So she's going, we're going to do this right. We're going to bring this child into this planet in love and in happiness and gentleness, and we're going to do it the right way, and there's going to be no drugs. I go, for you? I will be eating gummy bears. She goes, no, you're not going to eat gummy bears. I go, we'll see. And she goes, we're going to do Lamaze. I go, I don't know what that is. And she goes, you breathe through the pain. I went, okay. I go, okie dokie. Alrighty. And so we take 6 weeks of Lamaze classes. And she's practicing her breathing every day. I go, you sound like the dog. And she goes, shut up! Everything's not a joke. I go, it pretty much is. And so we go to that, and the whole pregnancy and everything, and now it's time to have the baby. And she's got everything ready. She's got the baby bag ready. She's got this big freaking boombox with the songs of the humpback whale. And she's going to play the songs of the humpback whale as she's delivering our child. She's going to deliver this child to the beautiful melodic sounds of these gorgeous creatures from the ocean. And so we get to the hospital, and she drapes scarves over the lamps to create a mood. And as she lights some incense, and the nurse comes in and she goes, "You can't do that." And that put her in a great fucking mood. So then the doctor comes in, he goes, "Okay, you ready?" And we go, "Yeah." And so he gives her the shot to induce labor. So about 3 hours goes by, and she begins to have the cramps. And then it's my job, as the birthing coach, to begin to massage her. And so I massage her, and massage her, and massage her, till my hands are all cramped up, and I'm going, "I can't do this anymore!" And I need a gummy bear. And so we're in there, so the doctor comes in, he goes, "Okay, let's take a look and see." And I'm standing behind the doctor, and he lifts up her gown, and he goes, "Whoa, that's not good." And I go, "What's not good?" He goes, "Well, she's only dilated to about 3. I go, "So?" He goes, "Well, if she's going to have the baby naturally, she's going to have to dilate a whole lot more than that, or else maybe we can do a cesarean." I go, "Cesarean's okay." My wife goes, "No, cesarean's not okay." I go, "Why?" "I was born cesarean, and it didn't affect me, except when I leave the house, I prefer to go out through the garage." And she goes, "Everything's not a fucking joke." And I go, "That's pretty funny. I want to use that line, too." And so she goes, "No, we're not doing it." So the doctor goes, "Look, I know you don't want any drugs, but let me just give you a little something just to relax you." She goes, "No, I don't want to take any drugs. I don't want to take any drugs." And I'm behind the doctor, and I go, "You better give her something. Give her something. Give her a bottle of Jack Daniels. I don't care what you give her, because she's making me crazy. Give her." And so he finally convinces her into getting a little shot just to relax her, not really drugs. So he gives her the shot. He comes back about an hour and a half later, and I'm standing behind him, and he goes, "Okay, let's take a look." And he lifts up her gown, and I go, "Wow! Whoa! Wow! That is relaxed. She drank 2 pitchers of margaritas one night. She wasn't that relaxed." I gotta say, "Holy crap, Doc." I go, "That's all going to go back. That'll all go back together, right?" Because that is not right. That looks like somebody beat a baby seal to death. And the doctor goes, "Well, I think it's time to have the baby." And I go, "There's a head coming out of there, so yeah, I would have to agree with you." So we get into the delivery room, and he goes, "Okay, are you gonna catch the child?" And I said, "No, I'm not." And my wife goes, "Yes, you are, you idiot." And I go, "Okay." And so they gown me up, and I got the face shield on, and I go, "All right, I'm gonna stand over here." And the doctor goes, "No, retard, if you're gonna catch the child, you've got to stand right there. You got to get in." I go, "Oh God, I don't want to. No, I don't want to look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh, I am never having sex again. I am never, you know what? I'm gay now. I am a gay man. I will eat a wiener. I am just, look at that. That is not right. That is, God." So he goes, "All right, now get ready," because she's dilated to about 11. And so the doctor goes, "All right, now get ready." And the first push, that child came popping out of there like a potato cannon, and I looked down at this little infant, this newborn, and this child has the biggest penis I've ever seen on a child. And I go, "Holy crap! I created this child with a big penis! And the doctor goes, "Actually, that's the umbilical cord." And he goes, "And it's a little girl." And he goes, "Do you want to cut the cord?" And I go, "No." And my wife goes, "Yes, you do." I go, "Okay." So I cut the cord. And so the nurses wrap the baby up in warm blankets and shit, and they hand her to my wife, and she begins to nurse the baby, and I'm looking at them, and I'm just standing there, and I'm looking at, and they're just glowing. There's like this light coming from heaven, and I'm looking at her, and she's just, there's nothing but love just coming out of her into that baby, and I'm going, right there. That's the difference between men and women. Because if something that big would have came squirting out of my wiener, I would have killed him. You women are just amazing. You are so complicated. Everything about you is exotic. It's just, I mean, look at the names. Look at, if you break your leg, where do you go? You go to the doctor. If something's wrong with your liver, where do you go? You go to the doctor. You women have even got special doctors for your wounds. You don't go to the doctor. You go to the gynecologist. I'm going to the gynecologist. There's something wrong with my womb. We don't have that. Look at the names. The names of your sex organs. Labia. What a great word. Labia. Sounds like something right out of Star Wars. Na 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 na. Lord Vader, a delegation from labia. Don't give them any lip. Vagina. What a great word. It sounds like the best place in the world to go on vacation. Well, Bob, you got 3 weeks off. Where are you going? I'm taking the kids back down to Vagina. You better believe it. I was down there last year. We had a ball. We really did. Very humid down there, but we like it. Caught some crabs and clitoris. Clitoris, what a great word. Clitoris. It's just a fun word to say. Clitoris. It just rolls off the tongue. Find it. Clitoris, vagina, labia. And guys, what do we have? Penis. That's it? Penis, yeah. What comes with the penis? Testicles. Testicles? Sounds like something out of an underwater documentary. The school of sharks swim quietly over the testicles. Or else it sounds like the kids down the street you're not supposed to hang out with. Hey, I don't want you hanging out with the testicles. I tell you, those kids are nuts. I'm married. Marriage is difficult. My wife says to me, when you talk to me, you make me wet. I go, really? I arouse you? She goes, no, you spit when you talk. She says, you spit when you talk, Yellow Pet? She says to me, she goes, we're having dinner. Really nice, we're having a nice time. She says creepy romantic things to me. She looks at me across the table and she goes, my love for you is like a candle. I go, okay. I don't know what that means. She goes, it means that if you ignore me, I'll burn the fucking house down. Your wife drinks wine. You women love wine. My wife drinks wine. She drinks wine, she watches TV, she watches the Hallmark Channel and the Lifetime Channel. The Hallmark Channel teaches you women how to fall in love with the guy, and the Lifetime Channel teaches you how to kill him. I came home the other day, she's downstairs in the family room, she's crying. There's like this much wine left in the bottle, she's screaming at the TV. She's going to, oh God, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it, you stupid bitch, don't go in that church, don't go in that church. I go, what are you watching? She goes, our wedding video. She said to me, she goes, how would you like to die? I go, wow, that is creeping me out. She goes, oh, don't be silly. How would you like to die? I go, honey, I would like to die making love to you. She goes, well, at least it'll be quick. I got to get out of here, but before I go, I got to tell you a story. I'm downstairs and I'm watching TV. I'm watching Vikings. I like that show. And she comes walking downstairs and she stands right in front of the TV set and all she's wearing is a t-shirt. And she stands right in front of the TV set, right in front of the TV set and she goes, hi. And I go, Howdy. She goes, guess what? I go, I don't know. She goes, I'm not wearing any panties. I go, really? She goes, really? She goes, you want to know why? I go, because you're horny? And she goes, no. I go, well, then how come? She goes, because you didn't put the laundry in the dryer like I told you. I called you from work, and I go, will you please put the laundry in the dryer? And you go, yep, I'll put the laundry in the dryer. I go, you're not going to forget, are you? I go, nope, I won't forget. But you forgot. And now I get out of the shower, and I don't have any dry panties to put on, and that's why I'm not wearing any. Sounds to me like somebody needs a gummy bear. You guys have been great. I've been Chicago Steve. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Twin Brothers.
One more time for Steve Barkley! Hey, give it up for the staff. They've been working really hard to take care of them. We have more comedy shows coming up next year. Go to the website, follow them on Instagram and Facebook. They have so many live entertainment and everything. Give it up for the comedians. Charlie Sting, Tristan Johnson, Steve Barkley. Give it up for yourself. Have a great Thanksgiving, Happy New Year, and Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. My name is Bassil.
Woo, Bassil!
Boom.